Hello tech lovers, welcome back to TechQuest. Today we're taking a nostalgic trip through time to look at the most influential phones in history. These are the devices that not only defined their eras, but also shaped the future of mobile technology. Before knowing about the phones, let's decide what makes a phone influential. So, what is an influential phone? A phone makes its mark in history by bringing in cool new tech, becoming super popular, and setting design trends. The big ones introduce game-changing features, get a ton of people using them, and set the bar for others. They also change how we talk to each other and sometimes become cultural icons. Plus, their impact often shapes the future of the whole mobile industry. Just like how the iPhone revolutionized the way people look at cell phones today. It influenced how people used cell phones for years to come. Let's dive in. Motorola Dynatac, 1984. Our journey kicks off in 1983 with the Motorola Dynatac 8000X. It was also known as the brick phone. It was the first handheld mobile phone you could actually buy. Sure, it was bulky and pricey, but it was a game changer. This phone started the mobile communication era, turning the dream of having a phone in your pocket into reality, though you'd need pretty big pockets. Motorola Dynatac 8000X had LED display for dialing. For the battery, well, it took around 10 hours to charge it fully, and on full charge it offered 30 minutes of talk time. It's not much by today's standard, but for the time it was revolutionary. Nokia 3310. So let's jump to 2000, where the iconic Nokia 3310 stole the show. This bad boy was famous for being tough as nails and having a battery of 900 milliampere that seemed to last forever. It became like this pop culture symbol, you know? And come on, who didn't spend hours glued to that classic game, Snake? The Nokia 3310 basically proved that phones could be tough and still bring the fun. It had a chat function, kind of like instant messaging through SMS, which was pretty neat. Plus, it let you send longer messages than usual, up to 459 characters, and had threaded SMS for easier writing. Besides that, it came with handy utilities like a calculator, stopwatch, and reminder function, along with 4 games including the ever-addictive Snake II. Even though some of the games weren't mind-blowing, they were still impressive for a mobile device at the time. And all this ran on Nokia's Series 20 software with a good old mini-SIM card slot. Next up, Motorola Razr V3. Alright, so in 2004, Motorola hit it big once more with Motorola Razr V3. This thing was crazy thin and had that cool flip design that got everyone talking. It wasn't just a phone, it was like a fashion accessory. And you know what? It basically laid down the law for all those sleek and stylish phones we're used to seeing now, Motorola Razr V3. It was packed with cool and functional features. With a bright and colorful 2.2-inch display, the phone was unbeatable. And it had a camera for taking pictures instantly, and with Bluetooth it becomes super easy to share the photos with others. With all this, Motorola Razr V3 became an icon for generations to come. BlackBerry 6210. Next up, the BlackBerry 6210 from 2003. This thing was a big deal because it was one of the first phones that let you do email stuff on the fly. It totally changed the game for business folks, making it way easier to keep in the loop while you were out and about. I mean, for a lot of people, saying BlackBerry was like saying getting stuff done. And if you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on all our latest videos and be a part of the journey. Apple iPhone 1. The Apple iPhone, released in 2007, was a game changer in the mobile industry. It featured a revolutionary multi-touch interface combining a phone, iPod, and internet communicator into one device. Its sleek design, dominated by a large 3.5 inches touchscreen, set new standards for smartphone aesthetics. The iPhone's App Store introduced a vibrant ecosystem of third-party apps, transforming how users interacted with their devices. Its impact was immense, shaping consumer expectations for intuitive user interfaces and app-driven experiences. The iPhone catalyzed competition, leading to rapid advancements in smartphone technology and the proliferation of touchscreen devices. Its influence extended beyond technology, impacting industries such as photography, music, and gaming. Subsequent iPhone models built upon its foundation, iterating on features like camera quality, processing power, and connectivity options. The iPhone's success paved the way for the modern smartphone era, fundamentally changing how people communicate, work, and entertain themselves. Its legacy continues to drive innovation and shape the trajectory of mobile technology. After the launch of iPhone, the industry changed forever. HTC Dream, or T-Mobile G1. So back in 2008, we got the HTC Dream, or as some folks called it, the T-Mobile G1. This was special because it was the very first smartphone to run on Google's Android OS. Basically, it kicked off what we now know as the huge Android world, giving folks an open source option compared to Apple's iOS. And you know what's cool? It sparked all kinds of new ideas and innovations in the smartphone game. Samsung Galaxy S. The Samsung Galaxy S, launched in 2010, was a standout in the smartphone arena. It boasted a large, vibrant display, rivaling that of the iPhone. Its sleek design and powerful hardware made it a formidable competitor. With features like multitasking, customizable widgets, and expandable storage, it appealed to users seeking versatility. The Galaxy S introduced Samsung's TouchWiz interface, offering a unique user experience. Its success signaled Samsung's emergence as a major player in the smartphone market, challenging Apple's dominance. The competition between the Galaxy S and iPhone spurred rapid innovation and improvements in both ecosystems. Samsung's aggressive marketing and diverse product lineup posed a significant threat to Apple's market share. The Galaxy S series continued to evolve, pushing the boundaries of smartphone technology and design. Overall, the Galaxy S marked a pivotal moment in the smartphone industry, fueling intense rivalry and driving advancements for the benefit of consumers. One plus one. So back in 2014, we had the OnePlus One hitting the scene like a wrecking ball, calling itself the flagship killer. This thing was all about giving you top-notch specs without breaking the bank, which was pretty unheard of at the time. It made all those big name brands rethink their pricing strategies, plus it had this slick design and customizable software that really got people excited. Basically, it showed everyone that you didn't need to drop a ton of cash to get a phone with all the bells and whistles. Samsung Galaxy Note 7. There are a few smartphones as infamous as the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. It pushed the design and technology of the phablet, complete with iris scanning, curved screen, waterproofing, and even a stylus, to new heights, and then came crashing down in a ball of flames. Literally. Thanks to two separate battery faults that caused devices to catch fire, the Note 7 will be forever known as the exploding Samsung, but hopefully has spawned a newfound respect for batteries. Nothing Phone 1? The Nothing Phone 1, launched in 2023, disrupted the smartphone market with its minimalist design and focus on sustainability. It boasted a modular architecture, allowing users to easily repair and upgrade components. With a commitment to transparency, Nothing Phone prioritized ethical sourcing and manufacturing practices. Its carbon-neutral footprint set a new standard for eco-conscious smartphones. Featuring a clean and intuitive user interface, it emphasized simplicity and decluttering digital lives. Nothing Phone's entry into the market challenged industry giants to prioritize sustainability and ethical practices. Its success highlighted a growing demand for environmentally friendly and socially responsible technology. The Nothing Phone 1 represented a shift towards more sustainable and ethical practices in the smartphone industry, inspiring competitors to follow suit. Some honorable mentions. The Essential Phone PH1, introduced in 2017, was renowned for its innovative notch display design, which featured a small cutout at the top center of the screen to accommodate the front-facing camera. Although the iPhone and Samsung phones mainly kicked off the era of notch and nearly bezel-less display, this design allowed for a nearly bezel-less display, offering users a more immersive viewing experience. HTC Evo 3D smartphone. Dual cameras were first introduced in the HTC Evo 3D smartphone way back in 2011. At the time, the dual camera was used to capture 3D images to work with the 3D screen of the HTC. Thanks for watching, folks. This was Joseph from TechQuest. Consider subscribing for more tech and gaming content. See you guys in the next one.